So here you are. You're in I guess this is Springdale, Arkansas, and you're asking. You got a sign that says "Homeless, anything helps, thank you." How long have you been homeless?
I've been stranded down here now for about 4 months.
You've been stranded, you said.
Yes.
How did you get stranded?
Well, I was on my way moving from Pennsylvania out to Colorado.
Yeah.
But I lived in Rogers, Arkansas, which is about 20 miles from here.
Yeah.
From 2011 to 2014, with who is now my ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
I had to move back to the Pittsburgh area because both my mother and grandmother died within a couple weeks of one another.
Yeah.
So I spent a few years dealing with their wills and all the unfortunate BS that comes along when someone dies.
Yeah.
And I had gotten a job up at Mile High Stadium up in Denver.
In Denver. Yeah.
Grounds crew.
Yeah.
And I figured on my way up to stop here to see a couple friends I haven't seen in a few years.
Here in Arkansas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Transmission blew in my car. The car wasn't worth $4,000 putting a new transmission in. So, thank you very much, sir. The car wasn't worth putting $4,000 into it. Pretty much ran out of money. So now I'm stranded down here slowly trying to save for a new vehicle.
Oh, how long have you lived in this area?
From 2011 to 2014 with my ex, Sarah.
Yeah.
Down in Rogers.
Yeah.
And I've been back in this area now for roughly about 4 months.
About 4 months, and so your sign says that you're homeless, so where are you sleeping at night?
I am sleeping under this bridge right here.
Under that bridge. You gonna be here again tomorrow morning?
More than likely.
I'll try to swing by tomorrow morning. You sleep under that bridge?
Yes.
Right there. Wow. Now, does anybody else live around here, or do you got this area to yourself?
There are a couple other people that also fly here.
Yeah.
There's one guy that occasionally sleeps under this bridge.
Yeah.
I don't know him. I've only talked to him once or twice, and but there are a couple other people that do come out here to this off ramp.
Yeah.
So.
And so how do you get your food? You just, when you get enough money, you go and just head to Denny's or something like that? Or?
Pretty much I live off the McDonald's dollar menu.
Yeah, the McDonald's dollar menu.
Yeah.
And then you're trying to save money, you said too, huh?
Right.
How are you able to do that? Do you have a bank account?
No, everything I'm saving is in cash.
Wow, so you must be hiding it out somewhere then or something.
Yes, I have a place that is reasonably safe that I check 6-7 times a day.
Yeah. Well, so, I won't ask you where your hideout is. So.
I wouldn't be able to tell you anyways.
Yeah.
So it's
what kind of reactions do you get from folks when they come through this intersection?
There's usually 3 or 4 different reactions.
Yeah.
You got the rich people who drive brand new Porsches and BMWs that won't even look at you.
Yeah.
You could it's one of those things, you could step in front of them and they still wouldn't notice you.
Yeah.
You got the people that will tell you, go get a job, you fucking bum.
Wow.
Then you also have the people that are sympathetic but don't have the extra money to give you.
Yeah.
And then there are regulars that come through here. Pretty much everybody on like a Monday through Friday basis comes through here at the same time every day.
Yeah.
And I have a couple regulars that pretty much every time I see them, they'll toss me a couple dollars or a bottle of water or a couple cigarettes or a handful of change or whatever that they're able to spare.
Yeah. So you're kind of their guy.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it's just me or the person that was here at the time, but they're regulars.
Oh, okay.
It was like, for instance, about a week ago, there was an older woman that all she had was about 75 cents in change, and she was almost in tears that she wasn't able to help me out with more.
Wow.
And it's like, I said straight up, man, anything right now is a blessing.
Yeah.
Whether it be a quarter or 50 cents, on rare occasions, someone will give me a 20.
Yeah.
But that's rare and far.
Sure.
In my stash that I've been saving for the last few months, I probably have 6 or 7 20s.
Yeah. So that's pretty rare.
It's rare, but and it's like every now and then, I try to at least once a week be able to get a motel room so that way I can shower.
You can clean up a little bit.
Yeah, because it's just, I hate not being able to shower.
I hear that, yeah.
You
and
know,
it's really hot. I mean, these days it's really hot.
Right.
Yeah.
And a couple times a week I'll walk up to the truck stop and buy a shower there.
Oh, yeah.
And the shower's about $15, but you can take all the time that you want and whatever else not.
Yeah.
So,
well, do you think you'll be out here again tomorrow morning?
I'm going to try to.
About what time do you come out usually?
Well, tomorrow on Sunday, I will honestly try to be out here between 6:30 and 7 in the morning.
Wow. And then how long do you stay out? Because I'm asking because I come through here about 10, something like that. Is that too late?
There's a chance I might be out here.
Yeah.
But if I'm not, the McDonald's right there, they're really cool about letting me. They all know my situation.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, and they're really cool about letting me sit in there and charge my phone, which isn't on. But but they do have the free Wi-Fi, and I'm able to do stuff on the internet and whatnot.
So you kind of figure things out. You got the truck stop for the shower, and then you got the McDonald's dollar menu, and then you got your place where you're saving your money, and so you're hoping to get enough cash to get a car, and then you can make your way to Denver.
Well, I don't know if that option is still available.
Yeah.
But at least with a car, if I was able to get myself, a cheap van or a minivan or something like that, I'd have a place to crash in. I would have a place that I can sit and run the air conditioning when it's hot like this, or when it's cold. I'll have a place to run the heat.
Right.
It's one of those ones in my life. I've never had it easy, but I've always managed to come through it. And this is just, unfortunately, another obstacle.
Where you are, yeah.
So,
well, man, I really appreciate you talking with me. Thanks a lot.
It's not.